Nights where the house is too silent, where every shadow remembers something you want to forget. That was the night she left. No screams, no storm, just a door closing and a world collapsing behind it. I thought that was the end of me. The end of the man I tried to be. The end of the father I hoped I was. But the truth is, that night was only the beginning. Because pain does not disappear. It learns to walk. It grows claws. It becomes a demon with your own voice. Fear follows it. Guilt grows from it. Rage rises with it. Doubt waits in the dark. And there I stood, a broken man, surrounded by the monsters I created. But then, 4 small flames called my name. Alessa, Jenna, Melina, Leon. Story about a man who fell and stood up anyway. This is the story of Crimson Bull.
Just a quiet sound, but it cracked the world I built around. One suitcase rolling down the hall, 4 little hearts that watched it all. You didn't scream, you didn't fight, you just walked out into the night. And all the words we never said came crashing down inside my head. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move, the walls were closing in on truth. I heard my heart beat like a drum, asking what I had become. When she left, it wasn't only love that died. It was the man I thought I was, the fire I held inside. the ground collapsed beneath my feet. Before small fires in the night refuse to let me bleed. When she left, I thought my heart was gone for good, until I saw my children standing where I never thought I could. When she left, I didn't die. I learned to burn. I learned to burn. Pain was born the night you turned away. A silent scream that wouldn't fade. It crawled beneath my fractured skin, a burning storm that rose within. No claws, no teeth, no wings, no eyes, just every replayed twisted line. Every what if, every should, a monster built from not enough. I fed it with my sleepless hours, with every doubt, with every hours. It grew from whispers into roars, a demon breaking down my doors. First demon, you were the crown upon my head, a throne of knives inside my chest, a kingdom built on things unsaid. First demon, you turned my heartbeat into war. You made me bleed with every breath. You were the wound I'm fighting for. You wore her face, you used her voice. You told me I was just a choice. You showed me scenes that never were, then asked me why I wasn't her. You wrapped my ribs in iron wire. You turned my veins to liquid fire. You told me I was all to blame, and I believed you out of shame. You called my name in every night. You stole the colors from my sight. You were the weight I couldn't lift, the closing hands around my gift. First demon, but in the ashes of your storm, I saw full faces safe and warm. You couldn't touch the way they smiled. You couldn't break the hearts of my child. The little hands upon my scars became the map back through the dark. And every time they said my name, your shadow shook inside the flame. First demon, you were the tyrants of my nights, but in their eyes I found a truth that set my broken bones alight. First demon, you'll stay the mark of where I've been, but you no longer are my king. You are the scar, not who I am. Fear doesn't scream, it quietly sits in every silence, every split. It hides behind my children's eyes and asks me if they see the lies. It weighs my hands, it chains my tongue. It says I fail at being strong. It whispers you were never right. You are the reason she took flight. It counts the times I lost my way, the words I never dared to say. It turns each memory into proof that I was never good enough. Fear of not enough. You crawl beneath my every breath. You paint my father's hands in doubt. You turn my love to quiet death. Fear of not enough. You tell me I am less than whole, but I'm still standing in the fire. And that alone is made of gold.
You sit beside me in the dark. You point at every broken part. You say my children will find out the truth you claim I am about. You say that someday they will see the empty spaces inside me. And when they do, they'll walk away, a second leaving in one life.
But when they call my name at night, they're not afraid of what they find. They climb my chest, they hold my face like I'm their safe and only place. Fear of not enough. I won't pretend I have no cracks. I won't deny the things I lack. But in their arms, I'm not a ghost. I am the man they need the most. My trembling hands still hold them tight. My broken heart still burns with light. And in that fire, you lose control. You cannot poison what is whole. Fear of not enough. You haunted every step I took. But when they reached for me in tears, it breaks the power of your look. Fear of not enough. I won't be perfect, I'll be real. And that is more than you can steal. Fear of not enough. Fear of not enough. Fear of not enough. There are nights I can't stop shaking, staring at the ceiling breaking. Every breath a battlefield, every memory a shield. I hear their footsteps down the hall. I hear her voice inside it all. I feel the weight of what I missed, the moments lost, the words I wish. I'm not the hero in my tale. I'm just a man who sometimes fails. I am the broken father, but I still stand between the monsters in my ribcage and the world my children see. I am the broken
raised my voice when I was tired. I walked away when I was wired. I've held my pain behind my teeth, like chains wrapped around a dying beast.
I watched them sleep and wish that I could be the man behind their eyes. Not just a shadow in the room, but someone they can lean into. I know the days I got it wrong. I hear them echoed in these songs. I am the broken father.
But broken doesn't mean I'm gone. It means I bend and still hold on. It means I bleed and still stay near. It means I stay despite the fear.
I'll fail 1,000 times and yet I'll come back stronger. I won't quit, I'll learn, I'll change, I'll fight, I'll grow. I'll be the wall behind the wall. I am the broken father, but I'm still their shield. I'll stand up in the crossfire and refuse to ever yield. I am the broken father, and if that's all I'll be the one who faces demons, so my children can walk free. Lesser is the wildfire laugh, the spark that dances on the path. She doesn't ask if I'm enough. She grabs my hand and pulls me up. Jenna is the quiet glow, the warmth that melts the frozen snow. She lays her head upon my chest and slows the storm. Melina is a gentle light that sees through armor past the fight. Leon is the rising roar, the young flame ready for the war. Four flames in the dark, they are the beating of my heart. When all my demons start to rise, they're standing burning at my side. Four flames in the night, they turn my weakness into might. I am not alone in this, and love is fire in my fist. I wore my shame like rusted chains. Let every demon know my name. I bowed to pain, I fed my fear. I let them whisper in my ear. But there's a limit to despair, a point where something new appears. A breath, a spark, a distant roar, a voice that says no more, no more.
I feel it rising in my chest, a storm that will not be suppressed.
I am the bull, born of blood and broken years. I'll tie my wounds to burning horns and charge against my ancient fears. I am the bull, for every tear my children cried. I'll carve a path through hell itself and set their sky on fire.
They try to make me just a ghost, a fading echo at the most. But every time my children call, another brick inside me fall. I gathered pieces of my rage, I forged them into something brave. No longer crawling in the dust, I stand, I roar. I learn to trust.
The ground will feel my pounding heart. The dark will see what I become. I am the bull, born of blood and broken years. I'll tie my wounds to burning horns and charge against my ancient fears. I am the bull, for every tear my children cried. I'll carve a path through hell itself and set their sky on fire. I won't deny the man I was, the times I sank, the times I paused.
But every scar upon my skin is proof I didn't let them win.
And when the demons show their teeth, they'll face the fire under me.
I fight for four small blazing names. They are the fuel behind my flame.
I am the bull, not perfect, but I do not break. I am the shield, I am the storm, I am the ground beneath the quake.
I am
the bull, and when the darkness comes again, it will remember how it felt the night I chose to
rise and win.
and win. The sky is just a hanging wound, the night a mouth that swallows truth. All of my demons circle in, their claws are made of where I've been. Fear wears my voice, pain wears her face, guilt drags its chains around this place. Rage beats its drums, sorrow just cries, doubt hides behind their hollow eyes. They want me on my knees again. They want the end they always play. is wild light. Jenna's calming all this fright. Marina's gaze that cuts through lies. Leon's fire in his eyes. They are the chorus in my blood, the reason I survive the flood. And in their names I find a roar I've never heard inside before. My demons flinch, the ground will shake. They know this is their last mistake.
Oblivion fall.
I face them one by one at last.
I tell pain.
You are in the past.
I tell fear.
You're not my lord, I tell guilt. I close that door, I tell doubt. I've learned my worth, I tell rage. I choose my burns. I take sorrow in my hands. I'll walk with you, but you won't come in. Then I turn toward the endless void, the final mouth that wants my voice. I step ahead, the flames behind. For beating hearts, one blazing mind. I walk into your open jaws, not to surrender, but to light the darkest center of your core. You are not stronger than my love. I burn my name across your walls and rise above you from above. The night collapses not on me, but into ash beneath my feet. For hands reach up, for voices call, a father standing through it all.
Oblivion fall. Oblivion fall. This path was never meant to be gentle. It carved itself into my bones, broke me, burned me, tore every piece of doubt out of my flesh. But I did not fall. I faced pain. I faced fear. I faced myself. And now, the noise grows silent. The battlefield fades. Only truth remains. I walk forward, not as a broken man, but as the one who survived.